Hey everybody on YouTube, it's Avery Mooney here with Mooney's Urban Farm. I'm just watering our compost pile. Needs good watering. As you can see, we have finished the extension on our chickens' run. Fence is nice and high. There's our corn. It's going out of control along with the squash. I just trimmed the suckers off when we finished the fence. So this has had its second watering as of last night, right around dusk. And it has recovered and is just, the corn is blossoming out of control. I can't wait. There's corn cobs already on the other side. Chickens are already taking a dust bath. I just stepped in their hole. Here, see? Right there. And then we also buried a layer of our potatoes, which they already look like they need, they're about close to. They're almost ready for another burying. I just watered those two yesterday. Apple tree is doing amazing. It's got all kinds of apples on it. It's actually weighted on this side predominantly. Next year, if we are still in this house, I will have to make sure that we trim most of the blossoms off on this side, the north side of this tree, so that it doesn't do this again. Pull that up right there. And there's a dancer. Hey, dancer. Oh, cool thing happened. Well, okay, so there was a bad thing going on in our alley. Somebody was dumping tires. And it looks like there's another one down at the other end. In the alley, they dumped 14, and I went and got them. All of them. So I got 14 free tires. We're gonna put some, probably gonna leave this one right where it is. Probably put another one right next to it, and then maybe another one there. And that'll be probably it, because I still want to be able to get the wheelbarrow. It might even just be these two here. And then I will have to move this giant pile of brush, and we will put tires along there to help direct water once again. I don't know where else I'm gonna put it. Maybe along over here. I'm not sure. If I end up with leftovers, probably gonna give them away, and or maybe start a raised bed for my neighbor. She's been wanting to do some major work. I just put more hay in the chickens' coop, and they are hanging out underneath their coop. I don't know if you can see them. It's dark under there, and I'm in the light, so you can kind of make them out on camera. But they're hanging out, scratching in the dirt and everything, and apparently also actually in the coop, because that hay was not there before. So they're in the coop scratching around, getting bugs and other things, or eating pieces of hay, and then they're down underneath as well. I just cleaned out their big old pool. I tried some drinking spouts, some watering spouts that you just put into like a 5-gallon bucket around the bottom edge or so of the bucket of water to help keep their water lasting longer and be clean. They didn't get it. They just continued. It's probably because I didn't remove their other source of water, so they just kept drinking that. there's a little bit of dismay with our garden right now. We continued to have an infestation of aphids. We tried a spray of, what do you call it? Of soap and water and alcohol, and apparently we got the mixture wrong, and too much alcohol. So it removed the protective waxy film on most of these leaves that keep them from losing water, and it burned them. Broccoli, kohlrabi, not too bad, but broccoli, not too bad either. But the arugula and the kale and the mustard greens, pretty badly. Peppers are doing fine. They're doing fine. They didn't need it either. The bugs don't seem to bother them. Tomatoes doing fine. Aphids don't seem to bother them either. I clipped off the suckers on these guys too. So we're getting bunches, we're about to get lots of tomatoes. This is a Mr. Stripey. So there's 1, 2, there's some more, 3, 4. That might be it for right now. These are bigger tomatoes. Oh, 5 over there. That's on the Mr. Stripey's. The yellow pear tomato plant has 3, 6, 7 tomatoes on it already. We're waiting for them to get ripe. They're starting to. We have a bunch of them here. We're gonna get lots of tomatoes off of that plant. And then the heirloom brandywine, yellow brandywine. We got a spider web here. That's cool. About to have a good number of tomatoes on this one too. Trim suckers off of this one that I could find. I have another one here that I need to get. And so this is a fun fact that I'm learning about chickens, that every breed of chicken has a different vocalization pattern, different sounds to their vocal cords. These guys are Americanas and they sound nothing like my whatever she is. I'm not sure if she's an Americana and Rhode Island Red or what. But these guys have much different vocalizations. They're really pretty. I love my chickens. They're really pretty. These guys are predominantly going to be for egg laying, not for meat. They're going to have, I believe, blue eggs, I believe, or something like that. Okay, let's see. Grapevine is out of control. Need to bring that back. I've been weaving it back and forth. This one is really starting to take off. It's doing kind of the same thing that this one over here did last year. It's taking its time growing. It's getting lots of water, as is this one, which is why we have oodles and oodles. So most of this green that you guys can see is grapes. I'll give you maybe a better shot at where the grapes are. I don't know how well they're gonna show up on camera, but that's grapes. All under here, like anything underneath a leaf is grapes. There's grapes over here. There's grapes everywhere. There's this one started growing really early in here. And this already has grapes. We'll get grapes. Last year we got grapes like this too. We got grapes in here first. And these are nice and look, these are growing amazingly. They're huge. We have tons of grapes. I can't wait to eat this bunch of grapes because it's small and it's fun. It's unique. So, we had aphids earlier. We got rid of them by the ladybugs. Then we had aphids. Well, no, we had black aphids that even were going after our garlic, shockingly. And then we got ladybugs, got rid of them. Then we had flea beetles. Used an organic pesticide, like a certified organic, all natural pesticide. Good morning. water in the feed. I'm liking this because I can't scratch this out as easily. I'll have to put more water in there because there's a lot of feed in there. I'm just going to water this area for these guys because this area is starting to bake, so it's kind of hot. All I'm going to do. After the organic, natural, like all natural organic pesticide got rid of the flea beetles, and then we started having trouble with cabbage flies. Can find the eggs easily on the bottoms of the leaves of everything that they touch and want their babies to go after. Let's see. Been battling them. And then the aphids are still here and back. And then Kevin made the soap spray with alcohol and water and soap. And it was too strong of alcohol, and that's what happened. So we're really hoping this recovers. I really want this to recover because I don't want to have to replant this. Everything will be late then. Let's see. Blueberries. We've figured out what's going on with them. The water here is really high alkaline, so we'll have to fix that with additives. Strawberries are doing great. This is ginger down here. I think this needs some water. Well, maybe this is new. This looks like a pepper, actually. Which would be really odd. Hey, look, a strawberry! We're finally getting a strawberry. Okay, we need to switch this over to someplace to try and get this to ripen on the opposite side that it's already ripened on. There we go. Maybe not. There we go. Sunflower. This one stayed small because it was in a pot with a strawberry, so. Ooh, this tiny little strawberry. Oh, that's ready. It was ready, anyway. Strawberry. Oh, that was delicious. It was tiny, but it was delicious. Potato. No idea how deep these potatoes are. Cucumbers. They're doing better. That one's got a flower on it. It's tiny, but it's got a flower on it. Chard, doing better. Need to trim this back. It's invading. Tons of raspberries trying to come in. And myself and our daughter Cyrene enjoyed raspberries earlier from this area, as you can see. And I left some for my husband Kevin so he can enjoy them. These are going to be not too far behind those. So we got raspberries coming. No blueberries this year. We're not going to have blueberries. Nothing. They didn't bloom at the same time, so they didn't get pollinated. And I'll leave the water on for the chickens a little longer. Let's see. Let's take you around. Grass is doing a little better over here. There's onions. There's onion greens. Somebody's walking in the alley. As usual. Pumpkin vine. It's flowering like mad. I just trimmed this back. This is a sweetmeat. I accidentally kind of like pulled on it a little out of the ground, so I think I damaged it a little bit. But it's recovering. It's doing better. As you can see, this corn is growing. Let me step back here. It's growing like mad. And this, I'm pretty positive, this one's a rainbow plant. because this is actually a 3 stalk. Like they're growing in the stalks of 3, like this. And that's a red corn, rainbow corn, rainbow. I think that's a rainbow. Rainbow corn, I believe. Cream corn. And this might be, I'm not sure where everything is anymore. This might be a cream corn. Well, I'm pretty sure this one's a cream corn. Peaches and cream. This, I believe, these 2 ones over here are blue corns. They're going to take a while to grow. The one in the middle is a red corn. Right here. And this one has some of the tops here, these top leaves at the center stalk are some of the biggest. But this one has a lot farther down to go. Oh look, there's a little tiny blue ladybug in there. I don't know if you guys can see him on there or not. He's in there. Keeping everything clean. There's another red corn down here, and it's starting to take off. Trying to allow it to get to the sunlight. Get everything else out of its way. Oh, what are you grabbing onto? This is a garlic. I planted that just this year. Okay. Here we go. There. Sorry if you guys saw my feet for a while. That is a red corn, and I'm hoping that will take off here soon. This one, I can't wait for this one to start blooming. I'm not sure which one this one is. This, I believe, is a butternut squash. This is a... I'm not sure what this one is. This one might be a little Jack pumpkin, which is extending over there. You can see its flower. These 2 are sweetmeats. There's a sweetmeat in there. That's doing awesome. Let's see. I think this is another sweetmeat. I forgot. So there's so many things that I have planted. I've kind of forgotten. Okay, and that is done. You can see the apples on this thing. I'll show you guys that over there in a minute. You can see the sunflower blooming. Well, not blooming. I love seeing this thing in the morning because it's just like a giant satellite dish with its leaves. It really does just lean one direction and then the other. It's fun to watch it. Okay. So these are green onion chives. They're doing really well, and made a swale in here to catch water in this area in the shade, which might just work out great. Might keep it from evaporating a bunch. The landscaping that I did to redirect the water so that we don't have a giant mud puddle right here, it works, obviously. As you can see, the wet spot. I planted seeds of hummingbird haven and flax over here to try and keep the dogs from digging in this and to keep it from eroding. I don't know, I might just water this down. I don't know what I'm going to do with all of this over here. Need to rebuild the fire pit.